Good afternoon, everybody. Silver Dragon here, coming at you with some From the Depths. Going to be continuing where we left off in the campaign. Now, I haven't uploaded an episode in a good, 4 days or so, 4 or 5 days, something like that. And the reason for which I've been trying to create that whole, propeller, aircraft carrier insanity that I was going for. And after spending about 6-8 hours plus, probably a bit more than that, trying to construct this thing, I came to the realization that I can't build for shit at all. I've tried and tried, and it doesn't fucking ever work. The designs I try and go for end up just complete, like aircraft especially, because the balance, the precise balance you seem to have to do for the thing is ridiculous. And I just can't for the life of me do it. I've tried my best, and I just can't, absolutely can't freaking do it. So, I'm going to be showing off some workshop designs here today, and possibly even bringing them into the game. So we have we'll take a look at 5 different designs here that I pulled from the workshop. Kind of showing that, although I can't build for shit, there are many other people who can. We have Not a Gundam by Hanzuki. It's totally not a Gundam. It does, however, handle like one after some practice. So we have this interesting little badass robot-like construction. We'll be taking a look at that. We have the Shockwave Destroyer by Omega X17. It has one main laser system capable of, which is right there, capable of destroying most pre-built ships in a few seconds. 8 cruise missiles, laser-guided, and 2 dual-mounted simple lasers for the front. So that'll be interesting to see. We have the Thunderstorm by Lord Casque Noir. A really fast laser death ship, which will be... I'm definitely intrigued about that thing. And probably my favorite one out of all of these, though, is Charybdis, the Beast Below by Garrett. It is a drill submarine of insane proportions. And I may also do the frigate USS Constitution, which is just a really nice designed frigate. Alright, let's go ahead. Let's go take a look at these in the vehicle designer here. So we can see them in flight and maybe pop in there. Pop in the cockpits. We'll see how it goes. Alright, let's start with whatever I happen to have here first. Looks like we're gonna, well, I'll leave the favorite one for now. I have so many ships left over from previous press builds that I haven't had the chance to look at them there yet. Let's start with the USS Constitution. Oh, it's taking a while to load. Damn! So this is actually built and works with sails. Now, again, with sails is another thing that I've tried to construct, tried to build, but I just couldn't get it to work. Alright, deploy the sails. Although it doesn't seem like the sails actually do much. I can retract the sails. Oh, there we go. It's taken the wind a little bit. It's a pretty nice little ship. Has 114 cannons on it. And it's built really, really well. It's all custom cannons. I tried doing this with basic cannons, making a ship very much like this. And again, it just didn't turn out. But look at that. Isn't that not beautiful? This is a ship that any proud fleet owner would love to have. Just shred any ship beside it. Although it seems like it has some issues with tipping over. So that's obviously a bit of a problem here. Looks like I'm just trying to turn this around the other side. Maybe we can recover this beast. So some slight tipping issues, but other than that, it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Pretty badass little ship. Alright, let's let the AI do its thing and control this. And see about summoning the next beast. It even has some anti-missile laser defense here, it seems, attached to it. So that's pretty good. You can see some of the stuff down below connecting up to it. Let me tab down here. I can't see. Oh, bollocks. Ah, here we go. We have a teleport pad here. I've never actually used the teleport pad all that much. Do we have a teleport pad up here, though, is the question. Because I'm pretty sure I can't teleport to it without it. It's only if you have that pad on another ship, you can teleport to and from them using that. So we have all these cannons kind of hooked up together, which is interesting because hooking them up like this, they shouldn't actually work. Because you're supposed to have pretty much everything individually connected to each cannon. Otherwise, it defaults when you load it in to a single cannon. That may have changed now, though, that we... I don't know. I think I've tried that with pulling it, and it still didn't quite work out. So, meh, that's weird. Anyway, let's get off this ship and go take a look at the next one. I actually kind of want to use this as... You know what? I think I'm actually going to use this as a target for the big beast. So I am going to pull out the big beast now. Just because this is a really nice, fat target. And I want to use it as such. Alright, let's get on over here. Now this thing is pretty big, so I have to back quite the distance away when I want to spawn this in. Otherwise, it's not going to work out. Even this is probably too close. This thing is quite huge, to say the least. I hate... Oh, man, I need like a speedboat here or something. Definitely. Ah, this kind of works a little bit better. Alright, let's load this beast in. And it is the true beast. I mean, the amount of resource points to summon this thing almost makes it unreal for campaign. But it is just so cool. Oh, and we crashed the game. It was so ridiculously cool, we actually crashed the game. Wow. Okay, let me launch that back in again. Apologies. This thing is ridiculous. Goddamn. Goddamn. We managed to break the game by spawning in that vehicle. Okay, let's try it again. This thing may just be too godly to summon. I should have spawned in his chair. Yep, this thing is too godly to even summon. It instantly crashes the game the moment I summon it. Wow, that's lame. That's the thing I was looking forward to testing the most, because it's an absolute beast. It has a giant tongue drill essentially, and its jaws just open up and clamp onto a vehicle, and it's so freaking cool. But I have this on the fastest, and I can't even spawn it in. So I guess we're gonna have to scratch that one off the list of possibilities. That is a shame. That is a damn shame. Bloody hell. Maybe if I attempted to spawn it in the campaign, maybe I could get it in. But then again, I don't know if that would even be possible just because of how big the thing is. I would have to... No, I can't even think of a way, because there's no way to have the, like, scrapper hold it sideways, so I don't think it would work too well. So let's find the next vehicle then. Let's find the next vehicle. There's my old drill ship. The frigate. Not a Gundam. Let's take a look at that thing. Whoops, nope, and I'm away from it. Why is that not an option? That drives me nuts. Crap. Here I had the whole option in the campaign to warp to chair, and now it seems to be denied to me. It's simply just focus on vehicle. I don't want to focus on the damn vehicle. I want to get in the fucking chair. Damn it. Piece of crap. Let's try forces. Focus the camera on it again, but not... Here we go, warp chair. So this is the chair inside of this beast. You're basically in its chest, which makes sense. It's a very interesting little guy. We got big cannons on the side here. We got missile launchers. Oh, that's cool looking. That is cool looking. Is that not badass? I mean, I don't know how effective this would be, but it's still really cool. Launch shoulder missiles. I would almost say, you know, not necessarily a Gundam, but definitely a mech. Like a mech warrior style mech, even. The arms move pretty fluidly, I have to say. For the most part. So if you were trying to hit something, this would be a really easy way to do it, it seems. So I really do rather like this one. Unfortunately, I'm now stuck in here forever. So once you get inside the cockpit, you never leave the cockpit. You're wired in for life. Okay, let's see if I can get the next one here. The Shockwave Destroyer. This time I'm going to spawn directly into the chair. Or not, apparently. So this is a really cool little ship. So this is actually... Oh, I see what this is. This is two of the short-range little lasers on the sides here. So it's the first... I never actually used these ever at all. It's a cool little laser system, and it works. I've just never really used it. Huh. Interesting. So I have all four of those right here. Of course, here we have the big guided missiles. I would have hid these more inside the actual ship itself, but you can see this is how you focus them with the laser guided. But hopefully the AI would take care of that, because aiming these at long distance might be a bit of a pain. Oh, interesting. Looks like he didn't really add much of a focusing beam on this, but he did make it so that it would go around, up and down and around. Interesting. Huh, let's take a look at this guy, because I was actually wondering about that. My whole premise before was that you could not have a... Where is it here? There it is. A laser transceiver that's connecting to another laser transceiver on a moving platform like this, something that, you know, can bank up, down, and all over the place. That seems like it might be incorrect. The funny thing about this is that it's upside down, which again, it shouldn't be able to function. From what I understand of the laser transceiver, it should be facing the other one, but apparently it doesn't have to be. Huh. That's intriguing. Also, I feel like a foo. But hey. Let's see here. Local weapons controllers. So it's being transmitted here, but I'm still not finding. Laser connector. Huh. Laser Q switch, laser coupler. So here's the actual business end of this guy. But I don't actually see the multi-purpose laser block that's converting this into an actual beam weapon. And none of these are even properly connecting to it either. So, the hell? Oh, here it is. Multi-purpose laser. So, it looks like it does 3,600 damage, which isn't bad, to be honest. But I usually build more powerful ones. It's not too bad, though. Not too bad at all. Looks like the engine's maybe a little bit underpowered for it. It's just enough, I think, to get this, to get it firing, but I'd definitely tweak a few things. There's no control block inside here, so I guess it's meant to be AI controlled. Otherwise, you can't really fire the weapons yourself. You're probably meant to steer it and let the AI deal with actually firing it. Let's see how effective it is. Let's spawn in a couple of vanguards here. You see, they're right behind me. I'm trying to move this thing, but it's not letting me. It's outright refusing to let me turn this beast. There we go. Now, hopefully the laser beam will turn around and actually start firing. Because right now, it's facing the opposite direction that it should be. Although it looks like the long-range missiles are pretty much making short work of the things. Yeah, long-range laser-guided missiles are doing absolutely huge damage. But let me head to the front here because the laser weapon is facing the wrong direction. It's not correcting itself at all. So that's a problem. That there's a problem. There we go. Now it's doing its damage. See, it's not too... Actually, it's fairly accurate. It's fairly accurate. But at long range, it seems like I'm maybe missing a bit. That may be just due to the actual ship movement itself, though. And what are you guys shooting at now at this point? Probably because the AI here is still designated to shoot the scraps. Ignore salvage. Ignore salvage. Apparently, there's 2 separate AI cores on this ship. And there's a couple ways that that could be useful. You can have specific things set to combat mode and other things being disabled until you absolutely need them. So that was an interesting ship, but now it's time for the big laser death ship. Alright, let's load vehicles. The Thunderstorm. Thing costs a fortune. Oh good, I actually sort of... Oh Jesus! I actually sort of kind of... Yeah. Landed on top of it until that happened. Like, wait, how is this my... Oh Jesus. Yeah, clearly this thing goes way too fast. Clearly. Wow, the cannons on this thing, these are all laser cannons too, are ridiculous. There's 36 laser Holy shit! Wow, just wow. That is beyond ridiculous. I mean, what could stand a chance against this? Holy crap. I can't even imagine. Like, let me spawn in some enemies here. Let's go deep water guard. Let's spawn in a couple of strike bombers. Fleets. We'll get a bomber, column, and a couple armadas here. A coffin armada. I may have spawned in a few too many enemies though for this thing, but oh. Wow. Yeah, it's definitely, I spawned in way too many ships because it cannot handle that anymore. Even on the lowest settings and with my computer, it's just like, oh god, what are you doing to me? But this, look at this thing. It is just decimating anything. It's one burst shot. And the thing I find the most interesting about this is that it has all of these engines, all these laser, like powerful laser weapons. It looks badass, and it could still somehow has the energy to keep firing them. That's the thing that boggles my mind the most, that somewhere in this beast is an engine large enough to power all of this in such a small space. I mean, the amount of hours that must have gone into this, I can't even imagine. The amount of editing and re-editing, which I've done myself personally and just failed horribly at. So here is the engine, which I can't really see all that much right now. There we go. So yeah, it's actually a pretty similar design to what I use, except for it looks like he doesn't have any... Yeah, he doesn't appear to have any superchargers on this thing at all. It's just fuel tanks. Oh no, there are superchargers up top, it seems. Only a couple of them, though. Yeah, there's a few superchargers in the back, couple exhausts, but that's it. I use a slightly different ratio to get a bit more power. Let's see, I want to find the actual engine block for this thing. Oh, here I am. Okay, the engine block is on the other side. I'm blind. Should be right up here. Here it is. How on earth? Oh, I see. He does have a lot of power charges. Or supercharges. They're all on the bottom. I see. I see. Well then. Yeah, no, yeah, this engine is capable of outputting 108... Oh, wow. Actually, yeah, it's over 1 million. Damn, that's not bad at all. I can't even imagine. I mean, the length of it is pretty good, but to get 1 million out of such a small engine for the size of this thing, damn, what the hell have I been doing for my engines lately? God. 1 million power. Like, I thought I had the perfect ratio of superchargers, exhausts, and fuel tanks, but it's... Looking at that 1 million power engine, I kind of have to question that. But yeah, as you can see, it's going around here. It's taken out, like, 2 Shrike fleets. 2 of these tomb, like, space, or not space, but air station fleets. So, it has pretty much decimated any and all opposition. If I were to unleash this thing in the campaign, we wouldn't need anything else anymore. This is, like, literally the only thing we would need, almost. It seems like it does have a little bit of aiming issues. You know, it seems to be focusing a bit off to the sides, but still, it doesn't matter much because it's just destroying everything. And the speed, especially the speed of this thing, is pretty crazy. I mean, it's not really going at its full speed right now, and it still has a velocity of 167. This thing is an absolute just beast. It really is. And so is that other ship that I was going to spawn in, but could not due to it being absolutely ridiculous. It just completely crashed me to death. Like, I could probably attempt to spawn it in and build it, but without an ability to hold an object sideways at its center of mass for incredibly long vehicles, it would just end up being built inside of the other vehicle I built for it. The platform I built to build it. So it would be really weird. And probably wouldn't work out all that well. But yeah, still, this thing is ridiculous. I just cannot for the life of me build things this beautiful. And it truly is a absolute beast. It's too bad I don't really have a window or anything here, though. It's all just metal in front of me. So I can see that the AI core and everything is here, but I kind of wish the cockpit was placed all the way up front here where I can actually see out at my enemies. You know, it's like right here would be a perfect spot for a cockpit. It looks like it's mostly just metal and a wireless transmitter. So this would be a really good space to put a new cockpit in, and be able just to fly this thing and let the AI control do its job. Holy God, this thing is ridiculous. Some of the stuff people make is just absolutely ridiculous. So, yeah, with that, we've kind of looked at some amazing looking ships here. This one probably being the most effective airship I have ever seen. With bar none, this is probably the most effective just beast I've ever seen for airships. And I actually tried setting up a similar kind of design to my lasers, but for some reason they just flipped out and had issues. So that was kind of my last straw where I gave up completely on the whole thing. Ah, jeez. I guess I just don't have the time to really get into that and get proficient at designing nice ships. That, and you really have to have a creative mind for it as well. Anyway, let's go ahead and hop into the campaign itself. Alrighty then. We'll see what we're up to and try and conquer some more enemies. And I do have that lovely helicopter still as well. We're on my laser death ship. See, this is the kind of designs I build. Absolutely basic, but really functional. Now, the funny thing is, the engine size of that other ship was almost only slightly larger than the center of this. And yet it seemed far more powerful than what I have here. With the amount of space. So I'm definitely going to have to pull that ship up again. Like, remove all the covers around it. And examine the engine at some point here. Because that just seemed absolutely insane amount of output. So, let's take a look here at the map. This was the enemy's main area here that we took out. We got my Apache. So the green guy's on the right. Somebody mentioned that I should stay friendly with him if I can. And should attack the guys to the north here. White Flyers and the Steel Striders. Sure, I'll take on the Steel Striders. So let me go into my X-Daz for a second. Go into my diplomacy. Let's go ahead and gift them some crystal. Some other resources. Let's bribe them. Oh, I got no problem with that, bro. Bring it. Wait, the Twin Guard. I'm looking for... Where the hell is the Twin Guard? I think they're like way in the back here. Scarlet Dawn. Yeah, the Twin Guard. They're right up here. Meh, shouldn't be too much of a threat right now. So yeah, let's go ahead and declare war on these guys. War be declared. Alright, pull everything from combat. You guys head up to that resource zone. I'm gonna send this badass Apache to kick some ass, take some names. I mean, that thing's just gonna zoom. I'm really tempted to spawn in that aircraft, actually, just because it is so ridiculous. I don't imagine many of these guys could stand even, a remote chance against it. I could probably have like 5 or 6 fleets attacking it and just kick back, relax, and watch the insanity as it decimates all of them. Oh, she's going. Anti-missile defense is doing its best to try and shoot down those missiles. It failed, though. Bomb them! Bomb the shit out of them! Alright, let's really speed up here if we can. I'm gonna see if I can quickly bank my way around here. And let it shoot him down. There we go. All the guns should fire on auto. Fire the lasers! I managed to correct this thing in flight, so let it go at it now. It's funny, I had the idea to try and use the helo blades to make an aircraft carrier from this ship itself, because it seemed like, you know, just one big blade here seems to be doing a really good job, you know, lifting this thing up, but I just couldn't produce the kind of lift I needed. It was, yeah, sucks. Although looking at this different rotor design here, it might actually work better than what I had. Oh, let's take a look at this ship here, this little Steel Strider battleship. It's an interesting little ship. It's got pretty basic little forward-facing cannons, all metal, so it's not going to go down easy. I don't think this chopper may have the advantage in this case. It's useful against the smaller, less defended fleets. It can take them out pretty quickly. Its missiles are quite effective. The lasers are pretty decent. But with the Steel Strider's heavy armor, it's going to have a lot more difficulty penetrating, I think. It's still going to take them out. It's still going to win this. But, you know, one unlucky, like, missile barrage would have just ripped this thing in half. And taken it out pretty easily. Oh, there goes that one. So all we have left now is this big battleship. Oh, wait, no, take that back. We also have this missile craft here. It's not the best one in the world, though, so it's going to get obliterated here pretty quickly. Sometimes I don't understand the physics in this game, because, you know, putting the ailerons on the inside like that, one would expect that wouldn't really work very well. But apparently it does. Huh. Maybe I should stop thinking, you know, as much about real life and more about just video game logic, it seems. Oh, looks like we're going for him. Yeah, this may take a minute. So let's check my other fleet. It's making its way where it needs to go. Now, I did mention that one bug with the ships returning to their old designs, and it is a bug to the dev. Said he would get on it and get it fixed as soon as he can. But, you know, he's on vacation right now, so it may take a while to get that done. We also have custom jet engines which were added in. I did try messing with them myself to try and see if I could make an interesting jet engine, but couldn't understand the system for the life of me. Alright, let's actually see if we can spawn that beast in. I really want to now. Just because it seems like it would be that ridiculous, I have to try. Oh, damn it. Really? So I can't exit the battle and go do other things? Fine. Jeez. Woo! As we fly past my other ship here. And there he is. Man, having this big open world is definitely interesting. But it seems like it has a couple of drawbacks. Let's see how this thing's doing here. Looks like it's pretty much done. Once it gets completely torn in half. And nope, never mind. It's completely done. It's already, like, disassembling itself. It just needs to finish bombing that last aircraft. That's just, you know, slowly kind of crawling in the water with what little it has left for propulsion. And we're done here. Oh, explosions. And we are done. Okay. Let me pull you out of there, my friend. Set you in play, and I want to teleport to you. I'm falling. Okay, clearly this is not the one I'm looking for. I think this one was the fortress I was looking for. Yep, this was the one I was looking for. Now, I'm going to want to change this bit up a bit here. MISC. Vehicle blueprint spawner. Interact with that. Put the hold time to maximum. Hold distance to maximum. Kind of wish I could hold it even farther. But I cannot. So let's see if we can actually get this thing in here. If we have the amount of resources. Looks like it takes a lot of metal. 1.5 million. Do I have even remotely that much? Nope. No, I do not. I have 324,000, and that is what I got. So if I manage to get enough of that, I might be able to use it. So I should probably get rid of the scrap, however. So let me go back to my mothership, or what's left of a mothership. I'm not sure which one that is. Ah, it's this guy. Well, this one has the crystal trays. And yes, it does have a scrap spawner. Or a scrap smelter, not spawner. So let's go ahead and remove that. It can keep producing as many crystals as it wants to. I really don't care about that. Let's pull it. How's the fleet doing? Looks like we've got an enemy coming to engage us. Let's see if we can move it above, over to the water over here. So I still think that the best ship I have right now is my laser ship, because it's an incredibly powerful laser, and it does a really good job. Are they faster than me? Nope. Seems like all enemy fleets aren't quite calculating properly. Because they're all about 5 meters a second. Then again, my fleet is pretty damn poor as well. I think I need to speed them all up again. All over again. Come on, pull you over here. There we go. Put this guy into play. And let's warp to that. Oh yeah, it's already done. Pretty much. Even at this range. Let's see if I can zoom to this quickly. See the destruction. Yeah, so we got a beached whale here. So this is one of the Steel Strider's airships. It's not even taking off into the air, and is getting ripped apart right now by my vehicle. Looks like we shredded off part of its wing there. I mean, even if this had started in the air, it'll be a little bit more of a challenge, but... Oh, it managed to turn itself towards me. That's pretty good. It's made almost completely of metal. So... The issue of my lasers being that it might not have enough armor penetration to handle all that. So... Let me see if I can fix that problem. Trying to think about the easiest way to add more armor penetration on this thing. I think I know. Let me mirror mode this. Laser coupler. Laser cavity. Laser pump. Make an incredibly simple laser system here, basically. I need the laser Q switch. There we go. And then we'll just add on frequency doublers to add additional armor penetration along the entire length of my vessel. So that should add additional armor. Each of these should add additional armor penetration to the weapon. Let's take a look. Now has 96 armor penetration. So that helped. It's 3,000 pulse laser damage. Not that great, but yeah, I can do better than that. I should be able to do much better than that. In which case, let me go ahead and add in... Sorry, laser destabilizers. And that should, even though it is a very small one, if I can turn myself around here. And now we're doing 5,000 damage and 56 armor penetration. That quick, just snap, snap, done. And I've greatly increased the damage of this thing. I could probably further increase it by doing the exact same thing right here. So let's take the laser connector. Actually, I can go like this. Yeah, that'll work even better. That will work even better. So let's go laser couplers on all sides. Go ahead and add laser Q switches to make them pulse beams. Make sure it's all facing the right direction. Okay. Add a simple cavity. Laser pumps. Perfect. Of course, I can do this on both sides as well. Let's get the laser destabilizer. All the way to the end. And there we go. Let's see what that's at now. If only I wasn't blind. Oh, I could hit P. I keep forgetting about P. I always forget this one. So now we do 8,900 damage with 56 armor penetration. And an approximate range of, yeah, 379,000. I keep forgetting P for being able to shrink all the hull down here and modify it. I don't know. I guess I really just like building like this. I don't know. Just the way I roll, I suppose. The way I roll. Alright, let's continue enhancing the sides here. Well, do I really need to? Let me see about firing this thing now and see if it can even, if the engines can even handle it. Now that I've increased the damage so much. Nope, they can't. They're just like, oh god, what are you doing? You're killing us. Killing us. Actually, how much energy is this thing outputting? 5,000. Is that the one I think that's the one I copied, yeah. Yep, 5K engine. In which case, well, I'm not as much of a fan of the smog this thing outputs. That's for damn sure. That's probably the most annoying thing about this, is the exhausts. And I probably should remove them and replace them, but they actually do boost power more so than a fuel tank in certain situations, it seems like. Which is why I kept it. I'm pretty sure the extension would be too much. So... engines, crankshaft, carburetors, mirror mode, and beautiful. Cylinders. Carburetors once again. And actually, if I go like this, we can further enhance it. That might be one of the secrets as to how the guy got such a huge output out of the thing. Actually, I think I do this. I actually have a bunch of superchargers taking up the main slots. And then... engine zone fuel tanks covering the sides. I think it's because nothing else can really connect up to this to get a bonus. Yeah, they're connected to your cylinders. That's why I put them here. So how much more juice did that give us? Looks like we're up to... oh yeah! 13K now. Maybe something in the engine's changed. That or I'm just not paying attention. That's entirely possible. Whoops. Alright, let's get my lovely wooden down slopes. Okay. What the hell is with you? Whatever. As long as you eventually lock into position properly, I don't necessarily care what your problemo is. And actually, now that I'm looking at that, I kind of feel like there's something I want to add to it. Engines. Own fuel tanks. Nice. Alright, that works. Oh, mirror mode. When will I remember you're on? Alright. Perfect. Now I'm trying to think of how I had this damn thing set up here. Lovely. That's the long one. Lol. No. No, that's not what I'm going for, damn it. Corner. Beautiful. Perfect. Ish. And it's mirrored too, so I don't have to screw around with that. Just have to remove this bit right here. Put the corner in, and we're done. Alright, so we now have an engine that should be capable of firing this beast. We hop into the gunner's seat. And let loose. Oh yeah, look at that. More than capable of firing this now at full power. The funny thing is, I mentioned before about using electric engines as, you know, stopgaps to these laser turrets draining you completely out of energy. However, it seems that it just doesn't work. That just doesn't work. It seems like it doesn't store nearly enough energy to make the difference for the amount of space. The cost, yes, the cost, I mean, electric engines are incredibly cheap, but it seems like for the amount of space they take up that you would need to really, like, hold enough energy to power this thing for any, you know, decent amount of time, you could just pop in a good, you know, gas engine, or diesel engine, I suppose. So there was almost no point to it. I think I may actually modify this boat here a bit. What I'm considering doing with it is taking it and turning it into an aircraft of some sort. I'm just trying to think of how I would set up the lasers. Because it's a really powerful ship. Its only downside is its mobility. It takes it a really long time to get somewhere. I'll go over here and intercept this guy. Maybe I should have a squad of these Apaches. I mean, they're fairly cheap, but if I had like 2 of them fighting it out here, it might be able to finish these battles a bit faster. Let's see what we're facing here. Looks like it's one ship. Oh, it's the, Huh. The battleship actually almost looks like a sub right now, as all these missiles are hitting it. And look, all of its main weapons are now gone. Oh no, there is another ship here, I think. I think that's another ship. Yeah, it spawned on its own buddy. And he's having huge issues trying to get up above the water here. The chopper, on the other hand, is doing its thing. It goes, oh, beautiful. Anti-missile defense is working quite well. I think this thing needs more missiles. Yes, that's exactly what it needs. More missiles. There is actually also a light block that I'm assuming was supposed to generate light during these kind of dark nights. But I've yet to actually use it and try it out. Yeah, probably the best thing I can do for this vehicle right now would be to assign it to a squad. Oh, they hit the tail rotor. Like 2 or 3 of these guys moving in concert, which should be able to work as a pretty good fast attack force right now, considering about the 1,000,000 metal I would need to spawn the other beast. But damn, that if you could actually get that thing into campaign, you wouldn't have to worry about anything anymore. It just seemed like it was that ridiculous. Launch more missiles! There we go. Yeah, the gun on this thing really isn't all that effective. For like the millisecond it gets to actually shoot the thing. Oh, we got an explosion. So, it looks like most of the center of this thing is now gone. The robots are trying their best to repair it, but they absolutely just can't repair it fast enough. Most of the center is gone, so on the next pass it should, well, hopefully completely split it in half, which will mean our victory. Well, except for this little guy right here, which is underneath it. That'll have to be destroyed as well, I'm sure. And I don't even understand it. I don't know if just a lot of it got destroyed, but it looks like just a barge. Like a ship hauling barge or something. Nope, she's still holding together with like half a center of hull. Man, it doesn't want to die. It really doesn't. It's just like holding in there. Just barely. Nope, nope, there we go. She's dead. She's dead. So that thing should now disintegrate. And hopefully release his friend underneath there so we can kill him and get out of here. There he is. It's perfectly exposed now, ready for some missiles to quickly finish him off. Here they come. They're still attacking the wrong vessel, though. And he's free! He's free! Run, little friend! Run for your life! Because that chopper is coming right back around to get you. Oh, wow. What the hell hit it? Must have had some missiles under the water there. That or the laser is just effing it up completely. Yeah, I think that was the laser, actually. Poor guy. Aw, poor little tugboat. You never even stood a chance. Oh man. But yeah, although this chopper isn't all that bad, I think I need a more effective airship. Oh, frack. Retreat. There it is. So it retreated to our nearest possible location, it seems. So yeah, I think I'm going to... If I'm going to use these, I might as well at least have one more, I think. To join it in a squadron of fast attack craft. That or I need to come up with some kind of other design. Something that's not too overpowered, but can work really well. Also, I'll be doing a double battle here with my laser death ship. That's okay with me. I just hope I make it to that line before that guy gets me. Come on, baby. Go, go, go. And who will make it first? Who will make it first? And... oh, it made it first. Ah, well, let's watch as it quickly gets decimated by my lasers. My new improved lasers. It's like seeking target, now destroying target. Let's zoom on over there as fast as I can. I mean, the range on that thing is pretty close to... oh, wow, what the hell is this? So that must be the Steel Striders, one of their bombers. Here is their... oh, wow, I actually really like that base. It's too bad it's going to be absolutely decimated by the time I get there. That is actually a really freaking cool looking base, I have to say. I'm rather impressed. Just in the design of it. Looks like we got like little docks here for subs to come up and dock in. A lot of aircraft. Like, look at all the aircraft here. So this is going to be interesting. Hopefully my ship will be able to take them out before they approach. Because if they manage to get close enough, this may prove to be interesting. Let's see if my laser missile defense holds up. So we're getting hit pretty hard here. I should put some lightweight alloy along the length of this ship. Or actually, since I have a bit of energy to spare, MISC, shield projector. Set to reflect. Give it a pretty decent width and height. There we go. Want to set that back to nothing if I can. Man, I really need to be able to enter in exact specifications to this thing. There we go. That'll keep us a little bit safe. Let's greatly increase the width, however. And of course the strength. Set 5.5 will do. For now. So we now have a shield for our weapon. I could also add a couple of them off to the sides as well to protect the laser missile defense. Ha! Looks like the enemy's cap ship actually ended up hiding. Wait, why are you going backwards? Go forwards. Woohoo! I love how the whole front end just like kicked up. Should be spawning in the enemy's battleship now. Ignore salvage. Oh, wait. Got a couple of missiles, and those are missiles. Those are actually designators for shot. Actually, what is this? This isn't the enemy's... This is something else entirely. Oh, hey, this is that, actually, no, this is a different cap ship, isn't it? I don't know if this is the same one I've been destroying all the time. I'm pretty sure this is a different one. Different battleship. What are you aiming for? There we go. Those got shot. Oh, those got blocked. So the red ones are high explosive. The blue ones... Huh. Apparently my ship now considers theirs salvage because he is not firing. Forward! Forward, damn you! Yeah, I definitely need to make this thing jet-powered. It would operate so much better that way. So we did get damaged a little bit. Nothing mind-blowing, though. speeding as fast as I can, but it's just too damn slow. This thing. Still, it's a pretty badass little vehicle that we managed to make here. The weapon is really damn powerful. It's not all powerful. There's definitely some changes I could make. I could remove the electric engines on it. Huh. What are we still fighting? We've won. Essentially. And my ship is completely turned around now. Oh, sometimes this thing makes you want to facepalm so bad. It really does. Okay, where is this enemy supposed to be? You know what? Because apparently, whatever the hell that is that's keeping us from winning right now counts as salvage, I guess. There we go. That took long enough, damn it. I see what the problem is. Because I told it not to attack salvage, we were waiting for it to completely disassemble for it to be claimed by us. So claiming salvage, you get more salvage if you disable a ship and then wait for it to deconstruct. If you keep letting your weapons destroy it, then it'll end up, you know, wasting resources, essentially, it seems. Alright, so let's pull this ship over here. And go ahead and set that to play for a moment, because I do have to build some stuff off of this. Should be near the resource zone. And this thing just does not want to be controlled right now. It wants to go off on its own and do its own thing. And I'm just denying it that. Still, anyway, we'll have to see what happens here next time. I'm going to control this zone. I might see about adding some wings to this thing and getting it flying. In which case, I would have to add on some additional cannons to it somehow. I might have to, you know, duplicate that on the bottom. And again, we have the issue with any aircraft trying to keep it level is just ridiculous at times. When it's AI controlled, it seems to not have as many problems, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, even though I didn't get to, you know, show off my piss poor excuse of a aircraft carrier. Cough. Cough. And I will catch you all another time with some more From the Depths. Peace out till then.